Welcome back to Top Moments TV today. Get ready because we are bringing you some intense moments and tech adventures that are not for the faint of heart. Dangerous things are waiting ahead. Buckle up and jump right in. A huge metal monster, the heavy truck, now became a helpless victim of the slippery road. The wheels crunched into the slushy mud, spinning helplessly, creating long black streaks on the gray road. In the middle of the rough road, a steel monster roared in despair. The powerful tractor, a symbol of strength and endurance, had now become a helpless victim of a death trap called potholes. In the wild landscape, a steel monster is struggling with the muddy death. The giant tractor, with its muscular body and powerful roar, is trying to escape the cruel embrace of the deep mud. In the middle of the golden fields, powerful tractors are showing off their extraordinary power. The roar of the engine echoes, blending with the rhythm of the wheels grinding on the wet soil, creating a symphony of labor. The road was slippery, as if it had been greased. The car struggled to move forward, the wheels skidding, threatening to lose control. Every time the engine roared, the whole car swayed, as if it was about to give up before the harsh weather. The iron monster roared, buckling under the weight of the piled-up mountain earth. The wheels scraped against the road, screeching in pain. Dust billowed, swallowing the air. Each turn of the wheels was a challenge to the limits of power, a dangerous dance on the brink of disaster. The giant tractor was like a monster, straining and bending its back, carrying a hill of dirt on its back. Clumps of red, wet, sticky dirt were stuck to the truck bed, waiting to fall down. On the construction site, the bulldozer stood tall, like a mighty giant. The roar of the engine echoed loudly, drowning out all the surrounding noise. The giant, sharp stainless steel blade bit into the ground, carving deep furrows and pushing huge boulders aside. Ready for a ruthless battle. Dust billowed up with each rotation of the wheels, signaling the extraordinary power about to be unleashed. The heavy truck, its massive body bent over carrying a mountain of green coconuts, was struggling to get through the muddy dirt road. The wheels dug into the slushy mud, splashing reddish-brown dirt all over the truck bed and the plump coconuts. Imagine a mighty tractor, roaring like a steel monster, struggling to overcome a steep slope. The truck bed is filled with big, round, golden sweet potatoes, like precious gems of heaven and earth. Two giants of steel roared and raced across the vast field. Dust flew everywhere, filling the air with a strong smell of engine oil. The loud sound of the engines echoed, drowning out the sound of the wind. In the middle of the deep, ancient forest, the roar of the engine echoed, tearing apart the silence. The giant bulldozer, like a steel monster, fiercely advanced, its sharp blade grinding into the ground, knocking down ancient trees. The two iron monsters roared, belching black smoke into the gray sky. The giant wheels crushed the ground, creating deep trenches. The wrist-sized cable, taut as a guitar string, vibrated under the terrible pull. In the middle of the bustling construction site, giant trucks roar, carrying on their backs dunes of golden sand. They are like brave warriors, tirelessly transporting materials, contributing to the creation of great works. In the middle of a vast field of golden ripe rice, a giant tractor suddenly knelt down, stuck deep in the mud. The wheels grinded, trying to struggle but in vain. The bin was filled with rice, heavy as if trying to hold the machine still. In the middle of the vast construction site, a mighty iron monster roars, its giant bulldozer blade like a sharp knife, tearing apart the dry land. Its every movement is a dance of power, transforming the wild landscape into a vast flat land. ready for great projects.
আরেকটা 855 মিনিট নিলাম। না আছে রোটারটা তুলতে পারবে কি পারবে না দেখা যায়। হয়ে গেছে, খালে ঢুকে গেছে।
In the middle of a muddy field, the iron monster called a tractor suddenly collapsed, stuck in a deep puddle of mud. The helpless roar of the engine echoed in the quiet space, signaling an unequal battle with harsh nature. The roar of three iron monsters tore through the quiet air of the peaceful countryside. Three giant tractors, titans of the fields, engaged in a deadly battle on the treacherous stream. Mud flew everywhere. Water splashed into the sky, creating a spectacular display of strength and skill. The iron monster roared, writhing in the slushy mud. The wheels grinded and spun in the thick mud, sending black streaks of dirt flying into the air. Each revolution was a breathless effort, a relentless battle between muscle power and the will of the earth. In the middle of a vast field, stretching out in a lush green color of young rice, a giant tractor like a monster of steel was stuck in the mud. Its huge wheels were deeply sunk in the mud, its massive body tilted, as if struggling in a hopeless battle with the earth and sky. The red dirt road writhed under the wheels, the thick mud threatening to swallow everything. With each turn, the wheels slid, struggling to cling to the rough surface. The car shook violently, bucking up and down like a struggling wild animal. The steel monster roared, writhing in a life and death struggle on the narrow village road. The giant tractor, with its massive body and huge wheels, was trying to escape the cruel siege of the closely packed house walls. Under the bright sunlight, the pond surface sparkled like silver. Two giant tractors roared, churning up mud. The wheels grinded, creating towering columns of mud that splashed everywhere. The sound of the engines echoed, drowning out the chirping of birds in the lush green treetops. In the middle of the vast field where heaven and earth meet, a mud puddle suddenly appeared, swallowing the heavy tractor. The wheels grinded, the engine roared helplessly. In the moment of despair, another tractor bravely advanced, carrying the strength of comradeship. The road surface was slippery as if it had been greased, causing the cars to struggle to move, each wheel spinning in vain, searching for a bit of grip. In the pouring rain, the road turned into a glacier, each car a clumsy dancer, sliding along the slippery road surface, teetering between risk and safety.
Passa aqui, ó. Passa por aqui, ó.
The roar of the tractor engine echoed throughout the fields, breaking the silence of the early morning. The old tractor, its body stained with mud, slowly moved towards the small ditch. The truck bed was filled with plump, golden sacks of rice, symbolizing a bountiful harvest. The mighty pickup truck, accustomed to rough roads, was now racing through the middle of a deep pond. The water splashed, creating white columns of waves reflecting the sparkling sunlight.
Lung.
เอาละครับมาดูเสียกรครับสำหรับเที่ยวนี้โอเคจุดนี้เสียกรรับเหมาคนเดียวหรือเปล่าไม่รู้โอ้เรียบร้อยโอ้เกือบแล้วเกือบแล้วเกือบแล้วมันดับก่อน
Thank you for watching my video. If you like these eye-catching scenes, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next exciting content. See you in more exciting videos about dramatic off-road vehicles.